It's a comedy, it's a tragedy, and of course I'm talking about Jimmy Kimmel and Donald Trump in that order. And in today's breaking story, Bill Maher has once again delivered a scorching takedown of the latter, while also putting ABC through his comedic grinder, and I have all the glorious satire for you next. I will share Maher's unique take about Trump's revenge and censorship on Kimmel in just a minute, but first let's begin this report with the guy over at Fox who has not been censored for his very dark words spoken on live TV. Alex Wagner, who seizes the moment to point out the obvious. While MAGA demonizes Kimmel, they conveniently ignore that Trump easily surpasses him in hateful rhetoric and spreading discord. Let's call this the serious before the funny happens at Trump's expense.
Less than 24.
Fomenting, a word that was seldomly used before Donald Trump's presidency, but now I keep hearing with some regularity. And yes, a word that means stirring up undesirable or violent sentiment perfectly represents his reign. And speaking of his reign, here's Maher stirring up his audience with his take on Trump's latest sinister moves and ABC's total capitulation. Another word that is on the rise. As you might imagine, I have a couple of thoughts. First, Bill Maher was heavily criticized earlier this year for accepting a White House dinner invitation, so it's nice to see that he hasn't lost his ability to point daggers at Trump and that he's rising to the occasion for comedy and freedom of speech. And second, I really want to focus my attention on what Alex Wagner said, which is no laughing matter. Donald Trump has been the most polarizing figure in the world over the last 10 years and the most divisive president in U.S. history. And all of it has been by design to agitate a gullible base in order to claim power and then misuse that power to enrich himself and weaponize the highest office against his list of enemies. Furthermore, Trump's reign has been a masterclass in projection. Every time he or one of his cronies makes an accusation about the so-called radical left being divisive, destructive, or dangerous, it's a perverse characterization of what they've been doing themselves. If only I had an example of that projection to close this video with.
Fomenting violence.